it's me, Coco. Coco like cocoa bean, not like coconut. And I am your lovely host of Strictly Art, an art podcast strictly for Black artists of all craftsmanship. Strictly Art is sponsored by The Coco Company, where brands and self-confidence are built through all-natural skincare, brand development, and art. Visit www.thecococomp and follow The Coco Company on Instagram at thecococomp, TheCocoacomp. Now back to Strictly Art. Strictly Art earned its name from the need to create a space for Black artists to simply create and share on a platform dedicated to our art community. Strictly Art invites Black artists of all craftsmanship. This space is for musicians, poets, writers, filmmakers, producers, dancers, and so much more because there is no limit to the art that we create and showcase. We welcome you to share your art and tell your story of how you came to be the artist we know you as. It's only right to set the tone by introducing the artist behind Strictly Art. My name is Kyra, but I go by Coco. I'm an artist, entrepreneur, teacher, and student. But my biggest flex is being a Black woman. I always knew I was a creative, but didn't step into entrepreneurship right away. I always found a YouTube video to learn some DIY project. I learned and created so much from just watching and becoming a visual learner. As I got older, I would want to try new products to even out my skin tone because I was very insecure about it growing up and would try all different types of products, mostly the ones that were filled with chemicals. I eventually turned back to YouTube to teach me natural ingredients to use. The first step I learned was the importance of exfoliating. So the first product I made was using coffee grounds. This is how my best-selling body scrub was created. I named it after me because, well, why not? So from doing DIY skincare at home, that led to the founding of the Coco Company. Coco Scrubs was the first sector I began building. The summer before I began at the illustrious North Carolina Central University, I was making body scrubs and those glitter body oils. I sold a decent amount, but I stopped once freshman year started because it was just way too much money for an incoming freshman. So that next semester, I picked it back up by using Valentine's Day as a launch. I made flyers and walked around campus with some of my friends and sold my products. Over time, I've rebranded, I've changed the name, expanded, lost brand, and I always came back to it. I knew I didn't want to limit myself to just skincare though. I hate being put in a box, whether it's me doing it or someone else. So I had to sit down and figure out how to monetize and utilize all these $1 million deals that I had. It took a long time, and I would be lying if I said I had it all figured out. I had to step out of my own way and adapt my business ideas to the personal goals I'd already achieved and was reaching to me. The ultimate question for me was, how could I acquire wealth by following my purpose? Well, first I had to figure out what my purpose was. My answer for this moment, as my 23-year-old self, I would say my purpose is to be and exist, love, and be loved. My biggest responsibility is to show up as my authentic self 100% and love myself for it, to make space for it, and to nurture my spirit. The same concept is applied to how I should share space for those around me, to allow them in their full essence and love them for it, even if that love is given from a distance. And so I remember this concept in the way that I've built my brand. But I have a specific audience too who I wish to be vulnerable with. People that look like me and haven't always received the proper resources to reach higher heights. I found ways to use what I did have, sometimes little to nothing, to gain material and stability. Much easier said than done. My goal is to help Black artists and entrepreneurs utilize my experiences, both failures and successes, to optimize their platform and brands. Remember I said I didn't want to limit myself to just skincare? Y'all also remember during COVID when everybody and their mama started businesses? I would see all types of bad business going on, like not responding to client communication, scamming, and just not knowing what the hell to do. So I created a program for new entrepreneurs to learn how to build their businesses and brands. Coco the Plug Brand Development guides new entrepreneurs in their startup process through individualized programming. For successful brand development, we offer carefully crafted services tailored to your needs. Our creative students engage in logo design and establishing business plans to define your business vision, purpose, and target audience. We handle FAQs to ensure customer understanding and assist in creating content regarding social media management to make your presence known. Visit www.thecococ.com to consult with Coco. Now back to Strictly Art. As an artist, I have an active imagination and a consistent need to defend my honor. There is something instilled in me that questions biased and outdated mindsets and ways of living. These very same constructs that keep people in boxes and stuck in the loops of the matrix always have an entry point, a weakness that can be altered with the correct approach. I rebel in some ways and refuse to obey rules of oppression by standing true to my word and moving gracefully in a world of chaos. I choose to build my own table and make space for other artists who show up for themselves and their art. Strictly Art is just that, a brave space for Black artists of all craftsmanship who are ready to share and shine. I was always a writer at heart. Pen and paper were my first medium. I started writing short stories from being obsessed with mindless behavior and the OMG Girls Wattpad stories. My writing skills advanced, and I continued perfecting my craft throughout the years. To continue providing myself the platform to publish my writings, I created the fourth and final sector of the Coco Company. Composed by Co is a cozy corner in the digital world tailor-made for literature fans. Read a variety of intimate, inspiring stories, poems, and short fiction on our blog. Immerse yourself in beautiful literature by visiting www.thecococ.com. Now back to Strictly Art. Sending all souls who took the time to tune in to Strictly Art a huge thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated. Come back soon. Don't be shy.